Ocala Joe says, okay, if I buy the Dolphins tomorrow and made you GM, how would you build me a winning team from inside out, bro? I said all offseason this draft had to be about the fat boys and stop being the disorderlies. That's exactly what they did. Exactly what they did. And that's what I would always be doing. That's what Philly does. They draft linemen every year, bro. D and O linemen. And it's smart because you're not going to re-sign all of them. So you keep having depth and you keep rotating, and you'll keep some and you'll let go of some. And then you'll get compensatory picks and you'll continue, the whole thing. But you've got to start inside, bro. You got to start inside. I don't understand why we don't do this, Ocala Joe. I don't really understand it. I'd be drafting a nasty son of a bitch on the D&O line every year, man. Every year. I don't want you to even breathe on my quarterback. Okay? Nothing. I don't want you to get close to my quarterback. So I would have the wall of Montezuma, and more than anything, Tua needs that. I get with Josh Allen and all that because he can take some punishment. Not that it's smart, and he runs and instigates the punishment. So that's a whole different ballgame. But that's physically a different person. But if I have Marino, I don't want you to touch him. If I have Montana, I don't want you to touch him. If I have Breeze, I don't want you to touch him. And if I have Tua, I don't want you to touch him. And they have failed, absolutely failed to build that kind of a line. And that's what he had in Alabama. When you have those kind of quarterbacks, only one kind of line goes with those quarterbacks. You cannot have a sieve. You can't. There cannot be any holes in the dike. And that's what you have constantly. And he has 2 seconds to pass the ball. Can't do that, bro. So to me, the most elementary thing there is in all of football is building from inside out. And we have failed to do that for 40 years. Shula forgot about all of that too in the 80s. All of it. We had it for a little bit with Webb and Sims on one side. But that's as close as we got. And remember, I thought that Stevenson had played maybe a year or two with them. No, he didn't even play with them. So, like, you never, ever had your dominant linemen. You never had, 4 or 5 dominant, 4 or 5 really good, or 5 really good. Never had it. We got to go back to the 70s. So, to me, Ocala Joe, it's the most elementary thing in the entire world. Draft big, fat, defensive and offensive linemen. Draft people that can move buildings. And then everything else works out. You can win a championship with a quarterback that can't throw 10 yards in Peyton Manning. You can win a championship with Mark Ingram and Phil McConkey as your wide receivers. You can win a championship with Trent Dilfer and Brandon Stokely as his number 1 wide receiver. Okay, sure, there was a great tight end with the Giants and a great tight end with Baltimore. You can win a championship with Deion Branch and Troy Brown as your receivers. Block for the mother effer. Block. It's really elementary. It's simple. And we don't do it. And we never do it. I don't understand it, bro. Greasy won a Super Bowl throwing the ball 6 times. Peyton Manning won a Super Bowl and he couldn't even throw the ball. Block. Blocking changes everything. And then on defense, on the line, find the unblockable. I don't know, man. I'm not exactly sure where this is rocket science. I don't know where, is this trigonometry or something? Because I'm stupid. I don't know math once letters got involved. Once you got it, the X and the Y and all that shit, I'm out, dude. I'll dominate in division, subtraction, multiplication, percentages, all that shit. I'm great for all of that. I'm not the brightest bulb in the chandelier, and I can figure that out. I'm not a chemist. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a smart person. Okay? So if I can figure it out and I'm not a smart person, why don't the Dolphins figure it out for 40 years? I see the Philadelphia Eagles doing it. Don't get it. Howie Roseman, did I not do this segment already about Howie Roseman? How he makes what interchangeable? The head coach and the quarterback interchangeable. If Sirianni goes somewhere else, he'll end up like Peterson, fired. How do you like them apples? And if Jalen Hurts goes somewhere else, he ain't winning jack shit. Just like, did Nick Foles win anything when he left? No. Why can you make the head coach and the quarterback interchangeable? Oh, because you're fucking blocking. Dude, it's not rocket science. If it was, I'd be too stupid to figure it out. Don't get it. It's staring you in the face. It's right there. The people that control the line control the game. And why is it that we never control the game with the Miami Dolphins? Because we never control the lines. So that's all. That's what I would do. I would sit down as the owner and look at my people and say, hey, guys, if I don't have dominant defensive and offensive lines, you're all fired. You're all fired. You'll figure out a quarterback. You'll get receivers. You'll figure out DBs. You'll figure all that stuff out. You can get those guys. Get me dominant offensive and defensive lines. After that, the rest becomes super easy. And the league proves it. Nothing changes. Remember let's bring it full circle. Did I not tell you that I've done this for so long that I see everything over and over again like a cycle that is kind of boring? Well, what do you think I'm talking about right now? I'm talking about my history. I'm talking about what I've watched, what I've seen. When the Cowboys were dominant, when the Steelers were dominant, when the Dolphins were dominant, when the Patriots kept winning, what did they dominate? The line, bro. The line. You couldn't touch Brady. And we're all pissed. How come Brady. Well, you can't get to him, bro. And the only time you would get to him at certain times was Miami at home. Somehow or another, they would get to him, and that would slow the game down. Hell, there was a game where they brought in Matt Castle, and JT intercepted him and took it in for a touchdown, and they brought Brady back again because they thought Brady, he was done for the day. But you had a D-line that could create some havoc. But did you have an O-line that could? No, you didn't. So it's super simple, bro. Okay? Build lines. That's it. Don't do them like our O-line coach. You build lines. You don't do them.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.